Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video we're gonna be talking about E flat major scale. Now remember, the formula to write any major scale is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and half step. And the first note of the scale is always the name of the scale. This is E flat major scale. Our first note is going to be E flat. From E flat to the next note, we need a whole step. From E flat to E is a half step. From E flat to F is a whole step. Our next note is F. From F to the next note, we need a whole step. F to F sharp is a half step. F to G is a whole step. Our next note is G. From G to the next note, we need half step. From G to G sharp is a half step, but because we just got G, we cannot call it G again. And remember, the black notes, they have two names. Going up, we call them sharp. Going down, we call them flat. Going up, this is G sharp. Going down, this is A flat. And remember, right now we're working on the left side of the circle of it, meaning we're doing flat scales now. So we have to call this note now A flat instead of G sharp. Our next note is now A flat. From A flat to the next note, we need a whole step. A flat to A is a half step. A flat to B flat is a whole step. Our next note is going to be B flat. From B flat to the next note, we need whole step, right? B flat to B is a half step. B flat to C is a whole step. Our next note is going to be C. From C to the next note, we need whole step. From C to C sharp is a half step. From C to D is a whole step. Our next note is D. Now from D to the next note, we need half step. From D to D sharp is a half step, but since we just got D, we have to call it E flat, for the same reason that we call this note A flat instead of G sharp. Okay, now our last note is E flat. Now this is the E flat major scale. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat again. Now let's count the flat. 1, 2, 3. We cannot count this one because this is E flat, this is E flat. Now again, when you're writing a scale, you have to place the flats or the sharps in front of the scale at the beginning of the scale, meaning in front of the staff. Since we already have them here, there's no need to keep them in front of the notes now, because let me show you. For example, this is B flat, right? If you pay attention, this line is called B. We have a flat on that line already, so we don't need to be having a flat in front of this note again. It would make the music look too crowded. Now this is E flat, right? And this line, this space, is E. So we have a flat here, so we have to remove this one, and this is E as well. Once you put one flat in front of the scale at the beginning of the scale, it applies to all of the notes with that name, meaning the E applies to this E and that E. So we have to remove this one, and it's the same for the A. This is the A flat, this is the flat. Now, one last time, whenever you're playing music, you see that there's a flat sign or a sharp in front of a note. It means that the composer modulates to a different key, meaning he or she is using more than one key signature or more than one scale at a time.